Well, a family from Peabody invested their life savings into a very unique business in Concord, New Hampshire, and now they face losing it all.
Yeah, they built these custom rail bikes where visitors can pedal through New Hampshire history on the old Main Railroad. But the family is now fighting against a new city plan that could tear up the tracks of this tourist destination.
Okay, how cool is this?
On steel laid back in 1846, the view is pure New Hampshire. The Merrimack River, cows grazing over farmland, a historic statue, and miles of scenery you can only see from these four-person rail bikes.
Yeah, we built all our bikes in our garage at home. We basically designed the size of them, cut all the aluminum at home, drilled it all out for the bolts.
Gary LeBlanc and his wife, Carolyn, launched Scenic Railriders in 2019, and with their own two hands, turned the abandoned line into a thriving family business.
I mean, we brought out weed whackers, chainsaws, clippers.
So these were totally overgrown?
Yep, my wife and I and my 3 kids. We all pitched in. I couldn't have done it without them.
Since then, more than 73,000 visitors have come to Concord to ride the rails, boosting tourism to local restaurants and hotels along the way.
Is when people get done, seeing the expressions on their face. You know, how much they love doing it. This also caters to, people that are deaf. I mean, just yesterday we had a guy who was blind.
But that success could soon be derailed. The LeBlancs lease these tracks from CSX Transportation. Over the summer, Concord City Council voted to purchase the rails and replace them with a bike and walking path. The sale is key to connecting a statewide network of trails.
We're standing here, right down there. You can see where the rail trail starts, and you can see you're the missing.
On the piece in the middle. I've tried numerous different offers and to work with the city to try to do a trail alongside the tracks, and they've turned me down on every single one.
Gary has drafted a compromise to keep the tracks in place and pay both Concord and CSX to continue operating. But city leaders say the narrow bridges and elevated tracks make it difficult to have both, and they worry any delay could cost them a state grant.
To try to engineer so that we could do both.
Side by side.
Side by side. I know I can make it work. Have lots of ideas, but they're not willing to even listen.
The future of Scenic Railriders is now in the hands of the state of New Hampshire, which can choose to exercise its first right of refusal on the property.
If the state doesn't help us, then we'll be out of business, probably by the end of the year.
So I reached out to the state, and they confirmed that they are reviewing the offer and that they'll have a decision in the coming months. And I also reached out to the city of Concord, who said, quote, in the event that we can agree to a track removal schedule with CSX that will allow Scenic Railriders to operate without negative consequences to the rail trail project, we will be happy to pursue that option. To reiterate, any agreement between the city and Scenic Railriders to continue operations would be temporary, as the deed from CSX prohibits a dual-use facility, and a rail with a trail is not an option. And we should also say I reached out to CSX, who told me they have no comment, but you feel for Gary and his family. They emptied out their 401ks to make it happen, and to go out of business when you're so successful, that's tough to...
Really tough. It's a real David and Goliath story, and he's an engineer, so he knows how to make it work.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some way for him to construct a rail line
somewhere
nearby.
Ideas.
It's so beautiful. Great story, Breana.
So lovely experience.
Fantastic. Thank you.